still kind of too bright. Oh, yeah, that's the lowest it goes. Can't really see it. Wow, that goes really bright. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit, I guess. I wonder what else it does. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't want to do any of that. Well, that's not bad. All right, go back to normal. There we go. And I guess you really can't see it. What up? What up, Tav, Madara, CM Brock, Demon from the Sun? What's going on, everybody? How is everyone doing on this Friday night? Yeah, that's the sign. That's the the lowest the brightness goes. You can't really see it, but whatever. I'll just leave it. It's not as bright as it was yesterday. What's everybody doing today? I just got 2 new figures in today. Excuse me. So I got what is her name? Yuzuria? Yuzuria. I think that's her name. Yuzuria. So I got her. She's a really, really good figure. Hello, everybody. How are you doing, DD9 team? I am doing good sir. How are you? Doing all right, my guy. How about yourself? I'm doing very well. Thank you. I also got Nabara as well. So now I pretty much have every Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen figure. And I'm thinking about getting the Samurai Girl. Because I only did her, the Samurai Girl, and Gabimaru as of right now. I hope the line continues because I want to get the from Hell's Paradise. I want to get the blind swordsman with the white hair. And then, the 2 brothers, I want them to make the blonde hair brother, the crazy one. Those are 2 characters I really like. SH Figuarts 2, how much did they run you? I think she was around like 70. And this I got for like 30 or 35 bucks on Amazon. Because I bought her I bought her when they were having that like sale. Yo, CM Brock, thank you, bro. Appreciate the donation there, dude. Thank you. But when Amazon was having like the those crazy sales, she was one of the figures that was super cheap. So I'm like, let me just buy her. Plus, I had a gift card, so I'm like, I had a gift card left over from Christmas or my birthday, one of them, because my birthday's so close to Christmas. So I got like if my dad gets me something, he'll get me a gift card for Christmas, and because I just tell him to get me Amazon gift cards, so he just got me 2. So I still have money left. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get this. And yeah, she was only like 35 bucks. So I didn't really check her out yet. I did make a YouTube short of her. I didn't upload it yet though. What I'm doing is I'm going on like Temu and eBay, and I'm like looking for like the worst figures that I could possibly find. Like I did the episode 1 with that Goku. It was most likely a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but like the hair got chopped off, so it looked like like he could he didn't have enough energy to fully go into Super Saiyan 3. Then the next one I have Vegeta. There's a really bad Vegeta figure I found. You're gonna love episode 3 with the Krillin figure I found, and then there was a Kakashi one. So I'm just gonna like rip on these figures and make fun of them. It's super funny, like finding these really bad bootlegs on like Ebu and Temu. It's the stuff you find. It's like, what the hell? Once again, thanks again, CM Brock. Appreciate that. So where am I in the comments? Boobage Ninja. Yeah, I pretty much call her Cleavage Girl because she really is revealing a lot there. But she's a really good figure. Like the plastic on her feels like a lot different compared to other Figuarts figures. It doesn't feel light, like there's heft to it, and it just makes her feel so durable. The only thing that sucks is this: it's molded in the handle. There's no sword. Like you guys couldn't have just had it on peg and then gave her a separate sword. I know I don't think we see it in the anime, but I mean, like, how hard is it to just make a sword, you know? I mean, they could have looked in the manga too to see what it looks like, but that's the one thing that annoys me. I hate when figure companies do this and you can't use that actual weapon. It's like, come on, bro. But like the plastic she's made out of is like that real SH Figure Arts quality plastic. It's really durable. Once you have it in hand, you'll know exactly what I mean. It's not like the super light stuff. It just feels like a really high quality, well made figure. It surprised me at first. I'm like, holy crap! Like this is pretty damn. But she is a really good figure. A lot of accessories. And I like how we're getting like 5 alternate faces now at figures. She has a bunch of hands. I think she has 8, and then she has 2 kunai, and I think that's it. Yeah, but man, that's the only thing that sucks with her is the sword. Is you can't take it out, and I knew it too by how thin this looked. I'm like, ah, man, you probably can't remove that, and I was right, sadly. But yeah, she is one of my favorites from the show, and it's a great figure. I did also just buy the Netflix SH Figure Arts Luffy, and I did just buy the flashback or uh, yeah, flashback Gojo that just released too. So um like the releases for January are releasing now like overseas in Japan. So if you guys want to get these, I usually I'll go on eBay because I didn't pre-order any of them besides Luffy, but I need to get 2 of them. If you guys don't know, I'm sure a nice chunk of you know whoever has been on not my last live, the one before that. If I was explaining that I'm going to the MegaCon in Orlando, Florida, and Inaki Godoy is going to be there, which is the actor that plays Luffy in the live action Netflix series. So what is like a spam risk calling me at 8 p.m. on a Friday? What is going on? But yeah, that's why I wanted to get 2 of the Inaki Godoy SH Figure Arts Luffy's. So I'm hoping I'll get at least one of them because Ami Ami didn't ask for my payment yet, but they're super quick with their shipping, and you'll get it with DHL within like like 2 to 5 days or something like that. So those are 2 new figures I'm patiently waiting for. But yeah, if anybody was hesitant about getting her, don't don't hesitate. She's a really good figure. Really good figure. And they did a really nice job with her too. Is there shading? I don't really see shading like on the skin tone, which is weird because some figures have the shading and then some of them don't. So Madara or Uchiha Madara said my bootleg Spider-Man Homecoming SH figure arts from Temu arrived today. How did the figure turn out? Is it from Homecoming? So is it his homemade suit or like the suit Iron Man made for him? That one? Ghost Tav said, I would like the blind swordsman. Cool design. Yeah, same here. He's a really cool character too. And I think he would be a badass figure. Plus, he doesn't have. I forgot what the samurai, Sagi, I believe her name is, the one that's with Gabimaru. Like, she has like so many layers. So she has all this stupid, like, kind of like what Yamato has over. And then I think she has a robe or something. So she has stuff that could restrict her articulation. The blind swordsman dude doesn't have that. Because I like when I watch anime and I know like Figure Arts makes the line. Usually it's Figure Arts or another company. I look at how the figure would turn out if they made a figure. I'm like, would that restrict it? No, it shouldn't. You know, like I'm always thinking of that when I'm watching new series, and if I want the figure. Demon from the Sun said that's not too bad. Yeah, I think that's what I paid 70 for, like with shipping and everything. Does Nabaro come with interchangeable eyes? I don't think she does. No, she just has the alternate faces. So, whoops. So Nabarro Someone kept telling me not to get the Figure Arts one and to get the Figma one, but I already bought this, so hopefully they don't fall out. This is everything she's included with. So you have like her hair, like she's moving in action, and then you have the regular hair sculpt, and then we get the 4 faces there. We have 8 hands, and then the one with the nails in it. Oh no, we have, oh yeah, 2 with nails in it. So we have 9 hands actually, right? Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hands, and then you get her hammer too. So I didn't really check her out yet. So why don't we do that right now? And I will continue reading questions or reading the comments. Yeah, there you go, Ghost Have. She does not have interchangeable eyes, but she does have 4 faces, and she has an alternate head sculpt or hair sculpt. So, okay, I see what they did with the skirt. So they did cut the skirt on each side, so you can get some more, like it won't really restrict her articulation. I mean, you really got to move it to get her leg out. Like it will push it down, but if you go something like that, then there you go. So yeah, it doesn't really. I mean, it does get in the way a little bit, but not too bad, you know. And then does she have those joints that? Because I've been noticing they've been putting joints in the shoulders where you could shift them out. Who has that? I think Abimaru has it actually. Demon from the Sun. You remember her being up on there? I didn't scoop her though. I ended up going on the new legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Demon from the Sun. Are you talking about what's her name again? Yuzuria? Or are you talking about Nabara? Nabara, right? Yeah, Nabara. I think you're talking about the cleavage girl from Hell's Paradise. Let's see. Wegler? Hey, DD19 made an Etsy account just to get a 112 black cloth wired skirt piece for Suero. Now I'm just waiting. Nice, bro. Thanks for the order. My girl just made like a ton of them. What she does is, because a lot of stuff we put up for pre-order, it depends. Some stuff I have in stock, but the Zorro pieces are so high in demand. I think she made like almost 50 last time, and I told her to make like 50 again. They are so, I don't think we've had sales like go that crazy until like the Zorro piece. Like our Batman capes always sold well, Thor, Doom, but like we've never had an item sell like these Zorro items, but they should be shipping in around 2 weeks, like a little before I go to the event, February 1st. So probably the end of the month they should be shipping out because I want to get a bunch of the orders out before I go to Florida. But I mean, I'm not going to be in Florida for super long anyway. Uchiha Madara, I have some really bad Naruto figures you might like. What I think my dog farted. God darn it. Dogs always do those silent farts. Like you don't hear them, but my God, their fart. Oh God. It hit me with a second wave. Oh, dude. He just hit me with a second wave, or like the smell of it just started coming, then the second wave of it just hit my nose. But most dogs do those silent farts, but when it hits you, those things stink. I've only heard one dog like actually like heard it fart, and it was my sister's dog. It's like it looks like the dragon from Neverending Story, but he's a poodle mixed with golden retriever. So he's huge. Like when I saw him, I thought he was a horse, but he was like laying down one time, and then he was laying on the bed. I like how her elbow joints bend in all the freaking way, but he was laying down on the couch, and then he got up from like taking a nap. And as he's stretching, he let one rip, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" It was just so funny. I wish I recorded that because you never really hear dogs fart. Like they do fart, but they're always silent. I'm over here talking about dogs farting. Like I said, we're gonna talk about anything today. This Nabarro is pretty nice though. Really not a bad figure. Like after getting, this is on a ball peg too. This little pouch where I guess she keeps her nails. Poor Nabara. Poor Nabara. But the Figma Nanami, like it's not bad, but it really makes me not want to get the other figures in the line. I'm sure I'm sure some of the other figures are good. Like I might get their Itadori or Yuchi, same dude. Um I mean, I don't mind paying like 100 for the Figure Arts one, but I feel like they're gonna reissue it, so I might just wait because I think the Figma one's like $60. So I might just go with that to just have a Yuchi in until they do a reissue. Because if they don't do a reissue, it'd be odd if we're getting like an Ichigo reissue from Bleach, which like released not even that long ago, and it's not even that expensive on the secondary market. I think it's like an extra 15 or $20 compared to its real retail price. So it's weird that they're doing a reissue of Ichigo. So if with how much more popular Jujutsu Kaisen got, it makes sense for them to do a reissue of Yuji. I feel like I say his name wrong. Where was I? Demon from the Sun. Oh god, they better not have done my man's Kakashi wrong. Just wait, that's gonna be episode 4 of the worst action figures ever. Tell you the truth, he has like a really nice matte finish, but just wait till you see it. It's gonna be funny. I'll probably upload 2 tomorrow, and then Sunday I'll probably have his episode up. And there's even like I found a Cumber, and I found a grade A Vegeta, but the golden form, and for some reason it has like a light up in its chest. It's like, what is going on here? Um yeah, so Demon from the Sun also said, I really want to snag a Jiraiya Figure Arts. I do too, but I'm gonna wait for the updated version because I know we have the original version, and then they did a San Diego Comic Con repaint, which was pretty nice. But I think I might just wait for them to do a excuse me, for them to do a like an updated version, which I think will most likely get this year, or at least get an announcement this year. Ghost Top said, "Will you get the Netflix gender neutral Nami?" Yeah, I'm gonna get her because I'm gonna collect those figures. I think they'll fix her face sculpt with how badly received it was when they showed it off. My God. Either there's not enough paint work on there to show, because it like kind of looks like her, but also doesn't at all. So maybe they need to add more paint work on there to bring her features out better. But like what I was saying in the one podcast episode, and even in the figure news video where I'm talking about her, sometimes with figure arts, when it's an actual person's face, they look horrible and nothing like the actor in the promo pics or like on display images. But then when you get it in person, it looks just like them. But with this Nami, it just looks like it might still just be a prototype that's not fully finished, but who knows? With how badly received it was, I guarantee they're going to fix up her face sculpt. You can't do Emily Rudd that dirty, man. With how good she portrayed Nami too, especially that one scene during the Arlong Park. Um, where was I? Demon from the Sun. If you haven't already, throw down a like on the video. Yes, and thank you, sir, for that. That'd be an awesome of yes. Demon from the Sun also sent the smiling heart with hands. Uchiha Madara. I always want to say Madara Uchiha when I read your name. It's the Stark suit. Okay, okay. How is it? How did it turn out? How much was it? So Uchiha Madara said surprisingly, oh, it's a really solid bootleg. Joints are loose, but everything else is fine. Yeah, some bootlegs are pretty good actually. Some are bad, but you can see it if they take actual pictures of the figure. Yeah, she's pretty dope. She's not bad. I forgot who was telling me not to buy this and to get the Figma one, but like I said, it was already too late by the time I bought this. But she's not bad. Like she goes back all right with what she's wearing. She goes forward okay. Not the best pivot and swivel. And the neck has a nice range too. Look at that. That's nice. And then the arms, you have butterfly joints. So you can probably get her to cross her. Yeah, you can get her to cross her arms. So she is a she is a pretty badass figure. I was expecting her to be like a really bad figure, but she's really not bad at all. So yeah, glad I got this, and especially for that price too. Pretty cool. Poor Nabara. Um, Ghost Top said, "While I don't think it's possible, I would like a company to do an awakening transformation for the Hell's Paradise celestial beings." Are you talking about when they kind of go in like that monster form? Is that what you're talking about? Demon from the Sun. I want Bandai to release some figure arts from that time I got reincarnated as a slime figures, along with Mushoku Tensei figures. I haven't watched that time I got reincarnated into a slime. I heard it was good though. I am trying to find some new anime to watch, but I'm very I'm very picky with what I watch. I mainly like fighting type anime, but I don't like the ones where they're in like a video game and they're playing a video game and stuff. I'm not a fan of that type of anime. Like Sword Art Online, I can never get into. I was thinking of starting Attack on Titan because, like what I was saying, Star Blast it keeps like hounding me to watch it because it's he said that's his favorite series. But if you guys have recommendations to like anime, I like Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, One Piece, Rurouni Kenshin, Hell's Paradise, stuff like that. If you have recommendations, feel free to. What is up, Ian Hansen? If you have recommendations for like good fighting type anime, feel free to comment them. Ghost House said the interchangeable eyes for Nabarro was a joke since Mojito. You know what? I did not catch on to that. That's so messed up. CM Brock. Well, I haven't had a dog in a long while. Yeah, dogs are great. I mean, dogs just give you unconditional love. They never judge you. Because if you ever mess up, you got family members judging you and stuff like that. Dogs just love you no matter what. They just you're their everything. They're always so happy. Like when you get home from work. Like my dog, I think this was my mistake because when he was a puppy, I would take him to work with me for like an entire year. And I think he has that like separation anxiety. And like if I leave him alone, and because I have to put him in like a cage because he likes to pee in random spots. But if I leave him alone and if I leave him treats, he doesn't eat or anything like that. And so that was probably my fault. But my dog is always so ecstatic and happy to see me. Like when I get home, if I'm not with him, like when I go up to a gas station or like go get something to eat at like fast food, I'll bring him with me in the car and stuff. But yeah, dogs are great companions. Where was I? Uchiha Madara. My dog is laying on my bed right now. Ah, just like my dog. My dog is right there. You can't see him though. She's also a golden retriever poodle mix. Yeah, those dogs are fun and they're just super nice dogs. Ghost Tao said, I can't believe that the only Mushoku Tensei made so far is by Figma. Is the Eris figures, no Ruby or Roxy. I have no idea what character that is. I'm guessing he's from that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I'm guessing. Dynamic Photo Shots said, hey there. Hello, Dynamic Photo Shots. Lurkai, I made it to the stream. You did, and welcome, good sir. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm doing well myself. Thank you. Uchiha Madara, I've got a really bad Itachi figure. So I'm guessing it was a bootleg, maybe from Timu. Lurkai said, I haven't bought Itachi. I really want an Ambu version of him from Figure Arts. Yeah, a lot of us want that Ambu, Itachi, and Kakashi too. And then Lurkai also. Oh, no, wait. Oh, yeah, Lurkai. I really, a whole Ambu Black Ops SH series would be fun. It would. There is a lot of different characters they could make from the Ambu Black Ops, even if it's like just because most of them wear masks, and a lot of them you don't even know who they are, but the masks are pretty cool too. I only paid 10. So Uchiha Madara only paid $10 for the really bad Itachi. Is it a SH Figure Arts bootleg? Ghost Top said the transformation for the Hell's Paradise was referring to where the monster. Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that would be like a deluxe figure or something. I mean, they don't call their figures deluxe figures, but it would have to be like a maybe it would be an SH Monster Arts. I mean, but the Great Ape Vegeta technically wasn't. But I'm changing her hands to the nails and hammer. Here we go. Their hands are pretty simple to swap out too. Yeah, maybe it would be a Monster Arts. Where's her right gripping hand? There it is. But yeah, they definitely could do something like that. Like if the line is doing well, I don't know how good the line is doing. I mean, we haven't gotten they released everything they've announced, so I hope the line's doing pretty good. There she is with her hammer and nails. Really not that powerful, but yeah, I noticed like her like what is it called? Like there's the way she uses her curse energy with the hammer and nails doesn't seem to do like a whole bunch. It's not like a super powerful way to fight these curses because she like always gets her ass kicked. I mean, not always, but I mean the way Mojito just like made it. Oh, like when she fought like the dude with the side ponytail she was struggling against. Like, come on. Let's see, where am I at? Uchiha Madara, go check out Spy Family. It doesn't have much fighting, but the fight scenes it does have are excellent. Okay, maybe I will have to check it out. Ian Henson, do you want a more long running series or are you cool with short and sweet 12? I'm fine with either. Um like I oh, Blade of the Immortal I was starting to watch also. I do want to watch the live action movie too cuz that looked really good. Yeah, any it doesn't matter if it's a shorter series or longer. Ghost Top said recommendation for fighting anime, Mushoku Tensei, Fate Stay Night. I saw JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Every time I watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I can never really get into it. I was trying to get to the third part, which is when they start using the stands. I'm a little more halfway through the second part. It's where is that Joseph in the second one? I think it is. It's with the Pillar Men, that one. So I got up to where he was training with that woman, and the other guy was with him, and she threw them in like that oil pit, and they had to climb out. But it's hard for them to scale the wall because it's all like oil. That's how far I got in JoJo, but I can never really like get into it. Kind of like when I would watch the original Bleach, it was hard for me to get into it. What's going on? E EJ Dave or EJ A Dave? Oh, your first time on a live? Why do I feel like I saw you here before? Maybe I'm thinking of another name. Curse Technique. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of before. Um, but yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I know people love it, but I can never really get into it like that. Like I saw the first part with Dio and the original what's his name? The It's not Joseph. Is it Jonathan? Yeah, with the original. That one I saw, and then like after that, I stopped watching it, and then I tried to watch it again because my friends kept telling me to, and I started watching part two. But I like it was cool when he was fighting that first Pillar Man. um, but like I don't know, I just can't get into it. It's like I'm very picky with like what I like too, and Bleach real that like that I struggled with to get through. I skipped all the filler. I couldn't take it. Champ said, "Bully me." Screw you, Champ. Everyone, look who's here. It's Champ Animation, one of the members of the Plastic Power Podcast. Where was I? Yeah, Champ and Starblast keep telling me to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as well. But Champ, before I was saying I might start Attack on Titan because Starblast keeps putting a gun to my head and forcing me to watch it. But I caught up on all the stuff I wanted to, like Hell's Paradise, and then I started watching Solo Leveling, which is good. Um, and then I'm trying to catch up to the newer animated Rurouni Kenshin too. Where was I? Where was I? Chiyomadara. Sadly, I only have the anime heroes Nabara. I mean, she's probably fine to tell you the truth. I mean, some of the anime hero stuff, it really isn't bad at all and worked pretty good. Lurkai said, where do you guys think posable figure technology will be in like 10, 20 years from now? I feel like currently with 3.0 body molds and stuff, we could see things like individual posable fingers soon. Yeah, that I think we could see. They would just have to, because when it's a little bit of a bigger hand, like an example is the SH Figure Arts Estes Kid with his metal hand, he has articulated fingers. So when it's like a little bit of a bigger hand, even NECA did it with one of their Predators. They can add in those joints for like each knuckle. But like with fingers like this, they'd really have to incorporate it so it looks nice, It But I mean, by that time, they might have figured something out to where it looks this clean with articulated fingers. I feel like that's a good question, too. Like, where would articulated figures be in about 10, 20 years? I mean, technology always advances. I mean, just thinking like in the 90s, we just only had like the 5 to 7 points of articulation. Then when we hit the 2000s, Marvel Legends from Toy Biz really switched up the game too. And then over in Japan, we're really evolving figures as well. And articulation just gradually got better and better and better to where it is at today, that you have third party companies making pretty much import quality figures. There's so many different ways it could go. Maybe we're going to get joints that, to me, I like the, because some company was doing something like a jointless, not jointless, but you don't see the joints, and it's like it has like a rubber suit over it. Maybe it'll get so advanced that this rubber can bend around so much it won't damage it. And then like with Luffy, you can get the bendy wire joints, and you don't got to worry about damaging with articulating it. It might be like hidden joints like that. Maybe that will evolve, so then you don't see the joint cuts. You know what I mean? Some companies might do that. You might have some companies that stick with regular articulation, but even like here, you don't see like pins in them and shit. And even Hasbro is starting to evolve with pinless joints. So we used to have pins that you would obviously see on figures all the time. So it's hard to say where figures will be in 10, even 20 years from now. Let me know what some of you guys think. That was a really good question by Lurkai. Or, yeah, Lurkai. Ghost Have said Saint Seiya is a really good fighting anime, but it's so old that it does make it difficult to watch. I don't mind older anime. Like I know that was something I was always skeptical about checking out or interested in, and I never got around to it. I know they made a movie recently with McKenyu, who plays Zoro, and he played Anishi in Rurouni Kenshin. I know he's the main character in it. Uh, champ, yo, Ghost Tab. I really good fighting anime is Parasite. That's another one I wanted to check out. Fights are short but really good. Like a lot of anime now these days, the fights are a lot shorter. They're not like how Dragon Ball Z used to be, which were like episodes and episodes of the same fight, like Goku versus Frieza, or just that whole fight with Frieza. Just think of how many episodes that was from the very beginning of that fight to the very end of it. Like we don't get fights like that anymore. I mean, it was different back then too. Like even like My Hero, their fights are a lot quicker. Demon Slayers are a lot quicker. So I don't mind like fights being shorter, but I Parasite is something I've always wanted to check out. Yeah, when I was talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Champ jokingly said, "Guys, bully this man to finish JoJo." Demon from the Sun, you need to finish it, mate. Is pretty good. EJ, I'll just call you EJ. Gonna, I'm always gonna rep my favorite anime Monster. Wait, are you talking about the new one that's about to come out, or is there another one? Because I know Oda, that was like one of his first things he did, like before One Piece. He had a one shot called Monster, which we're getting like a mini anime series of. What do you got? Are you guys going to check out that new mini anime series, Monster? The one Oda's thing there. It's going to be real short because it was just like a one shot manga or something. But is there? Oh wait, is there another anime called Monster? Ian Hansen said, "What do you think about mecha anime like Gundam?" I'm not really into like the robotic stuff. Like some stuff is cool, but I've always been more of a fan of like people fighting, or that's always been like my favorite type of anime where people power up. But I know like Gundam is really good, and I believe they do like power ups and stuff too. But I've never been like too big with like mecha or robot fighting type anime. Like sometimes it's fun to watch, but um yeah, I never been like a huge fan of it. Jello Donatello said, "What's good? What is going on there, Jello Donatello?" Like, I just realized your name rhymes. Cham said, "Oh yeah, guys, bully him into finishing Attack on Titan too." Well, I think I'm gonna start Attack on Titan because I'm pretty much caught up on like all type of anime, and I'm trying to find something to watch. Yeah, solo leveling. Champ also said solo leveling is pretty cool. Did we get episode 3 out yet? Because they really left episode 2 off, and you're like, yo, you can't end that episode like that. I don't. When does a new episode of solo leveling come out? Ghost Have said JoJo Part 4 and 5 is when fighting gets more elaborate. Part 3 is more about punching goats. I know that's when the stands come in part 3. EJ said for a guy who's so intertwined with anime, he hasn't seen a lot of the goats. But I've seen the main goats. I'm very, yeah, like I said, I'm very like picky with anime. Like even the original Bleach, I haven't fully finished, and I watched Thousand Year Blood War, and I love that. And that's only 26 episodes more than the original Bleach. Ghost House said another good fighting anime is Garo, the animation by Mappa. Garo, I never heard of that. One Punch Man is another one I like. EJ said, anyone excited for the Beast deities? Not Goku Black. Yeah, the Xeno Goku Black. They just got it in stock for anybody who wants to get that Xeno Goku Black. Go on 5K Toys right now and order yourself one before it's too late and you can't get one. Because usually when they make them, they don't really do reissues. They've been posting pictures, 2 of them. Oh god, look what Tamashii Nations just posted, guys. Hold on, let me lower my brightness. Look what Tamashii Nations just damn it. Look what Tamashii Nations just posted. Trying to show you. It's what we were just talking about. Like I said, I'm still gonna get it. It might be better in hand. Like everything else looks pretty solid on her. It's just her face, man. But even like the Inaki Godoy, I feel like they're not giving them enough expression. Like the Inaki Godoy one just has two, like a very little smiling one. They didn't even give him a big smiling one, which is something he does a lot in the series. Like what the hell, man? And then he has the basic stern face, but their basic stern faces are just like McKenyu looks like McKenyu. Same with Inaki Godoy, but their basic stern faces, they feel like they're kind of like dead inside, you know? And that's how the Emily Rudd Nami looks. Let me take a snapshot for that for when I do a figure news. I feel like they're going to start posting some new stuff now. All right, so that's the latest thing. And they have, oh, look at that. They have Inaki Godoy with this figure. That's dope. And it's funny how they're together right now because they're both going to be at MegaCon in Orlando. I'm pretty sure we're going to get Sanji next and then Usopp. But I'm curious to watch that. I want to see what Anaki thinks of his own first action figure. How cool is that? Like you get like a part that blows you up and now you're getting like an action figure of yourself. That's how you know you made it once you have an action figure of yourself. Oh yeah, what the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, the Xeno Goku. If any of you want to get it, it's on 5K Toys in stock right now. I pre-ordered mine like earlier in the week. And he's really cheap. I think he's like 40 bucks. Yeah. He's only like 40 bucks, so or 50. But I could have sworn he was 39.99. So if you guys want to get that before it's too late. Is it Beast Deities or is that Demonic? Oh yeah, it is Beast Deities. Yeah. Because I know Demonical Fit showed one off, never freaking made it. Those guys are a freaking joke with all their renders they always show and never make most of the damn things. Like they better make that goddamn future go on. So Garu, let me look that up for a sec. And I'm interested in what that is. All right, EJ said, anyone excited? Oh yeah. CM Brock said McFarland's still using pins, and he was so innovative in the past, but seems like he's became stagnant. You know what it is? He was so ahead of his time back in like the 90s, but now he's so behind. And he thinks he's on this. What's crazy, I think in a Shartimus video when he interviewed him, or it was at an event when Shartimus interviewed him, Todd McFarland thinks he's on the same goddamn level as imports, and then he tries to say his are better because they're cheaper. It's like, bro, what kind of drugs are you smoking? What the hell are you smoking? First off, the guy doesn't even know how to make like proper size hands to hold weapons. They're all like this. And then if he gives you a sword, the sword handle is like overly large. And then you have the blade. It's not even sharp. I understand you're making it safe for kids, but every single gripping hand's like this. It's not even a proper gripping hand. And it doesn't look right with them gripping it because when you grip it, like the hands slide down more, the fingers, and it just looks so weird. But how are you going to say your figures are on the same level as imports, but yours are better because they're cheaper? It's like, no, bro, you pretty much never give accessories. You think people always want a card and that little stand. The little stand thing's fine, but people don't want the cards, bro. Like, you need to rethink your process of how figures are and what collectors want. Even the people that work for them and help them create these figures, try to tell them what collectors want. And the dude just says, no, this is what they want. Like, Garu. Thing of God. All right. I'm going to look up that trailer for Garu and see how that is. But yeah, Todd McFarlane, it's funny. He's behind on times, man. really behind on times. And then you remember that Armored Batman he did like when he first got the DC license, and I think it was one of the first DC figures he did along with Armored Superman. It was a black and red armor. So now he's releasing the same exact figure, but black and gold. And now it's a gold label. And I think it's around like 30 or 40 bucks or something like that. Meanwhile, the other one, it was like a $20 figure. It's like, bro, come on, dude. And you're probably not even giving it any accessories just like before. Sorry, man. Todd McFarland and McFarland Toys really pisses me off now these days. That's going to be one of our next podcast episodes as well, because Champ has some stuff to say about them as well. If you're still in here, Champ. Yeah, if someone says McFarlane again, I'm gonna go on another rant. Watch every comment. McFarlane. Yeah, but CM Brock, you're definitely right. It's just he just even like when he did the Walking Dead figures and made them articulated, their articulation was absolute garbage, and you could not articulate them really. And like his sculpting's fine, but dude, you really need to readjust your articulation or he just needs to fix stuff. But I mean, every figure line has those diehard fans, and he already grabbed a bunch of them, and they're all along for the ride. Like I'll buy some McFarlane stuff here and there, but rarely now. Like I rarely buy a McFarlane Toys figure anymore. I think the only stuff I'll buy is maybe a spawn or something, because we won't get any other Spawn figures because he hogs the whole thing. Uchiha Madara. I remember the Sarutobi versus Orochimaru fight took like 5 episodes. Oh yeah, Third Hokage. Yeah, that fight was awesome though. Yeah, but back then that was what, like early 2000s when that fight was going on. So still around that time, fights in anime would still be pretty decent in length. Like now, I feel like since the 2010s, that's when fights like shortened up. Burgos, didn't know you were online. Was watching your latest podcast episode. Hey, thanks for watching it, bro. Yeah, I decided this was kind of last minute thing. I was kind of bored. I'm like, let me go live again. Having fun with these lives. EJ said, I feel like fight scenes have gotten tighter with their choreography. The reason they're quicker is because they actively get to the fight instead of talking for like 3. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of trash talking in between the fights, so it kind of puts the fight on hold. Ghost Top said solo leveling comes out Saturday, I believe. Okay, so that's pretty much every anime. Like new One Piece episode comes out. Who's caught up with One Piece? We're already 2 episodes into the Egghead arc, and it's the first episode was pretty good actually. Second episode was pretty good too, but the first one was really good for like a new arc. All right, so tomorrow night, solo leveling. Who's planning to see the premiere of season 4 of Demon Slayer in theaters? Because me, Star Blast, and Champ are gonna do it, and we're gonna do a podcast episode of it, which I'm pretty hyped for. This is a good figure. Yeah, I took my Gabimaru and put him in one of my favorite poses that he does, where he's just like hangs his arms down and just looks kind of crazy. EJ said, as much as I love classic Dragon Ball, my beloved, it's super guilty of having lots of fight filler and repeated scenes. Yeah. Those fights those are probably like the longest fights I feel like in anime. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think Dragon Ball is like the goat of longest anime fights. Ian Hansen said there's a new anime called Metallic Rogue that you would probably like. Only 2 episodes so far. I wonder if that's something Crunchyroll keeps because they recommend it. You know, Crunchyroll, when you go on your account, they recommend some anime to watch. I feel like one of them is that anime you're talking about. Virgo said, They just announced the Nami you wanted. Yeah, yeah. We both probably saw that at the same time, but I think Tamashii Nations this weekend is going to start posting a bunch of stuff like new reveals. And I swear to God, along with most collectors who collect the JJK line, if they do not reveal a Toji, we're going to have to freaking riot. Toji needs to be made. He needs to be. A Toji, you got to reveal a Toji with either a Nanami, Chozo, or a Mojito. They have to. Where was I? Ghost Tab said, finish Hunter x Hunter, the best fights. Oh, yeah, the Chimera Ant arc. That's right. I should finish that. Where did I get up to in that? I think I got up to where the main Chimera Ant was fighting, not fighting, playing chess with the blind girl, I believe. I was around that part. And where the guy who smokes, they kept, they're in like a dimension that the other guy made that's like underground where nobody can get out if he puts you in it. And he was like killing Chimera ants. The guy who smokes with that huge pipe. I think I was around there. Where was I in the comments? Uchihamara said plot twist. Tamashii was watching this stream. Imagine they're like, all right, let's post it. EJ, I so agree. How do you say his name? Netero versus King. King, that's his name, is one of the best fights in all of anime for me. Yeah, I need to check that fight out. Ghost Tab said, I'm 100% serious. The figure arts on Netflix Nami's figure face looks like Tom Holland. I'm not kidding, face-wise. Yeah, they have to do something with it. They really do. To me, it looks kind of looks like Joaquin Phoenix. Like that one looks like Joaquin Phoenix. It kind of does. Like, I don't know what it is, man. It doesn't really resemble her. Like I guess it depends what angle it is, because this one doesn't look as bad. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but this one just, oh man, but over here it doesn't look as bad, but that's a different angle. So maybe it depends on the angle, if it'll look more like her or not, but yeah. I would have thought Sanji would have been next, to tell you the truth. They better at least make Sanji and Usopp if they're doing these live action One Piece figures. Uchiha Madara said SH Figures Naruto is cheaper and poses better and has more accessories than McFarland. Yeah, and that's their cheaper figures too, which is insane. That's what I was talking about. Like, this dude is thinking he's on the same level as import figures. And it's like, bro, no, you're not. Ghost House said, import figures follow human anatomy. McFarland does not. Yes, he doesn't. Like, think of the Red Hood, and they like reissued it with a different paint job, but they like curved his forearm. It's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm not really that crazy with anatomy. Like, it won't bug me if something's off. Like, I know that really bugs like Anthony's Customs and other collectors, and he'll point it out in reviews, but I'm not like super crazy about it. But if I'm pointing something out with anatomy, then you F something up. But yeah, he and another thing he does not give a shit about is scaling. He does not care about scaling with his figures. And it's like, dude, what's going on here? That's what I'm saying. I feel like McFarland just, all he wants to do is make money, and that's it. Like, I understand the business side of it, but it's like, come on, why you got to do people that dirty? You know, you have diehard fans that are just gonna buy your stuff regardless, dude. All right, where am I at? Someone said McFarlane. I sure did, champ. I only buy Superman or Batman characters. The champ animation is saying this, Batman characters, but I think I'm gonna switch over to Mafex and Yeah, champ, you really should. If you liked how the Scarlet Spider was, there's figures better than that in the line. Like the Nightwing, that Nightwing is so fire. Their Gambit is so dope. All their old school X-Men figures are sick as hell. I don't think they've had a dud yet. I think the only one people complained about was Cyclops because they thought his torso was too short. Um, but yeah, Mafex, it's crazy. Mafex started off with constant QC issues. They still had breaks, but they had constant breaks, and they really turned their company around and really re-evaluated their figures, which McFarland Toys should do. And they really switched it up. They upped their price a little bit, but they made it worth it. And they always hook you the hell up with accessories all the time. Mafex always hooks it up with accessories. Jeez, I didn't. I thought there was no more comments coming in, but holy crap! Keep the comments coming. Where was the last comment I was at? Goes. Oh yeah, I read that one. Virgo said, "Don't like third party, but I did get a Vegeta head from the Tonson Arts, and he's a fan. Yeah, Tonson Arts makes the sickest Dragon Ball face and head sculpts. I want them to release that Bardock head. Yes, it's far above the current Bardock, and the hair is better than any Goku hair we've got. Yeah, like they've done the Bardock before, but I guess it was so popular, they're like, let's do it again. So we got the Super Saiyan one and the Powered Down one. And the Powered Down one, you also get an alternate hand with him holding the bloody bandana, which, like, why didn't Tamashii Nations do that? I mean, all it would look like is a red rag, you know, and I'm gripping onto it, you know what I mean? But Tamashii Nations is like, oh, blood. We can't put it on figures. Maybe like with Dragon Ball, they're not allowed to. Because have we gotten any blood on a Dragon Ball figure that Tamashii Nations has made? I don't think we have. The only bloody figure with blood recently that I know of is Buzzmod with their newer or updated Rengoku that we're going to be getting. Next here. Yeah, Tonson Arts makes some sick stuff. Many games said the MK McFarlane are horrible. Like what I was saying, McFarlane's good at sculpting, but his articulation just like he just wants figures to be statues so bad. And I think what he does is he puts sculpt over articulation, which is like, I understand you want to do that, but it doesn't work as good if you want good range. Like, some of his points of articulation are good, but he really needs to like read. He needs to fix up his lines. Ian Henson said it's an ego thing with the McFarland talk. Yeah, this dude is full of ego. Definitely is. Like what he said about woman figures. Like, it's like, bro, what are you talking about? Meanwhile, like the Wonder Woman was like one of his most sold figures after that. just for like fans and collectors to show him like, you're wrong. You're wrong, guy. You are wrong. EJ said, I got Commando Spawn and it's pretty okay. Of course, not anything special, but I was pleasantly surprised. I do like his Spawn stuff, like the Ninja Spawn, the first one he did. That's a really cool figure, but his accessories suck because they're such like a rubbery material. They always warp and they just look stupid because they're such a soft plastic. And it's like, dude, but I really do like that Ninja Spawn. I even like the Commando Spawn. Even when he did a skin for the Mortal Kombat Spawn, he did a skin which was like a classic suit one. That one I think's my favorite of his. But like when he does these Spawn figures, I wish he would give them like freaking alternate hands, bro. Like, come on, dude. Like, get with the freaking program, bro. Ghost Top said, by the way, Garo, the animation is based on a live action show, so check the anime, not the live action. I will. Yeah, when I typed it in, anime came up first. Champ Animation. Someone said McFarlane, I have been summoned. McFarlane. EJ said McFarlane, don't do it. I'll go on a rant again. I can't wait to do that podcast episode. I feel like me and Champ aren't going to hold anything back against that figure line. Like Stark Blast, I don't think he has a McFarland figure, but he hears what me and Champ tell him about it. Um, Ian Hansen said Champ now has to do a Hercule Mr. Satan pose. He could do it in the beginning of the episode. Champ. Oh yeah, you said you only buy Superman or Batman characters, but I think I'm gonna switch over to me. Yeah. Ian Hansen said go for the Hush line. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. The Batman Hush figures, and they did recently reissue that Batman. But they've been making like every character from the Hush line, and they just look so freaking good. Even their like Justice League figures are real. The movie Justice League, those are really good figures too. Like the Mayfex is so on fire, but I mean, people do still experience breaks. I feel like with the wrist joints, that's one of their main joints that break super easy. But they have been including the racks that all the alternate hands come on, because I remember when before they did that, the holes, the peg holes, would be more narrow. So when you would try to pop it on the peg, it would be so difficult. I would always have to like shave out the inside a little bit in order to get those goddamn hands on. So them doing that, adding the hand rack and putting all the alternate hands on them really does help out a lot. But people still do experience breaks with them, like the Battinson figure that they made. A lot of people were breaking the ankles because their ankle articulation just wasn't what we're used to getting with a Mafex figure. Quandel, what's up, dude? Yo, am I way too late? But now I am here. You're not too late. I haven't even realized we've been going for an hour, but yeah, we're all just chilling on a Friday night, like how collectors do, because we collect figures and don't really go clubbing too much. I mean, I'm not really into that. When I was younger, I used to. Quandel said, do you still have the Bo Hancock from the Variable Action Heroes line? I do not. I actually sold off all my Variable Action Heroes stuff because I saw they were slowing down, and they pretty much, I don't even think they make any more articulated One Piece figures. So I kind of cut off that line. But like, I'm glad SH Figure Arts is doing it, because now that's my main One Piece line. But if you really wanted to, you could fit the Variable Action Heroes Whitebeard in, because Whitebeard's super tall. Boa Hancock is super tall, so she would fit in too. And you could probably fit in maybe another figure or two. And I mean, they did make a nice chunk of characters, and they are really nice figures. But yeah, I gave up on the line, and I said, I'm just going to wait for Figure Arts to start a One Piece line again, which thankfully they did. Ghost Top said, I'm up to date with the Dr. Vegapunk arc. It took me an episode to get used to the animation. Yeah, they kind of flipped up the animation a little bit. I mean, they were kind of doing that during Wano. To me, it doesn't bother me. I think it's fine. But the first two episodes have been pretty good so far. So, and I believe in the manga, that's the arc that is still currently going at the moment. Ghost Hub also said Metallic Rogue was developed by Cyberpunk Animation Crew, so the animation is top tier. Yeah, I remember seeing the Cyberpunk animation, so all right, that might be something else I will have to check out. EJ said, also, I'm glad you picked up Gabi Maru. Genuinely my favorite figure of 2023. Gonna try and paint on his face the tan mark. Man, why can't I think of what mark you're talking about? You know what it is? I watched like the first half when it first came out, and then I stopped watching it. Then recently I finished it. I feel like I should rewatch it. But yeah, that Gabi Maru, if I got that before I did my list, he definitely would have been on it. I'd say I would have taken out my number 10, that Wanderer, the NECA Toys Ninja Turtle figure, and I would have thrown Gabi Maru on there, but I might have switched them around on the list, because that Gabi Maru is a fantastic figure. That so far that line is great, because She's fantastic too. I don't know how Sagi is, and I'm thinking about getting her. EJ, also, DD trying not to mispronounce anime names, challenge impossible. Yeah, I'm probably saying so many names wrong too. Ghost Tab said, "Do you prefer anime sub or dub?" While I watch subs, I do admit some dub anime is spectacular. Yeah, same here. Like One Piece, I used to only like the dub, but Zoro's voice is, and even Luffy's, just all their voices are so much better in the original Japanese voices. Zoro just sounds so much more like how Zoro should sound. I feel like having him sound like Piccolo really, maybe if he sounded more like Vegeta-ish, because Chris Sabat voices him in the dub, and he just, I don't know, it, I guess it kind of sounds like Zoro-ish in an English way, but like even Frankie's voice in the dub, I like his voice in the dub, but I mean in the sub, it sounds better and more like Frankie. The Brooks voice sounds identical in both sub and dub. Same with Chopper. Nami's fine on both. Same with Robin. Jinbei, I think he sounds similar kind of in both. But I feel like sub to me most of the time is the way to go. Like it just sounds better, you know. But there is some dub that's really good. Like Jujutsu Kaisen's dub is fantastic. What Naruto's is pretty good too. Uh yeah, it just like Bleach, A Thousand Year Blood War. I think I don't. Oh no, it is dubbed, but I was watching it subbed. But yeah, it just depends. Shaimaru. Who was I? What name was I trying to say? Tyler Henderson said, "What other Marvel Cinematic Universe and DC Extended Universe figures you want Mafex to make in the future?" Well, my main one was Winter Soldier for the MCU. That's probably my favorite MCU character. Their Black Panther that's the best MCU Black Panther figure if you want a Black Panther. So if you don't have that and you want a Black Panther figure in your collection from the MCU, pre-order the 1.0 version that they recently put up for pre-order. Um, aren't they making the stealth suit Captain America from Winter Soldier? That I want to get. That I do want to get, but what do I want them to make? They already made Winter Soldier. From the MCU, who would I want them to make? Like both Figure Arts and Mafex make great Iron Man figures. Wow, I'm really since now Daredevil is part of the MCU, I would definitely love to see Mafex make us an MCU Daredevil from Echo, not She-Hulk. I don't want that. I've always hated the yellow Daredevil suit. I don't know why they brought it in She-Hulk. You know, maybe it was good to fit that She-Hulk tone, but if they do Daredevil like how he looks in Echo, that's something I would love for them to make. Moon Knight too. MCU Moon Knight. Please, someone needs to make an MCU Moon Knight. Like the Marvel Legend ones is all right, but Marvel Legends, you can only do so much. And then for DC, I don't know. That's a tough one. DC. I was trying to think Justice League, but they pretty much made them all. And then I was gonna say Black Suit Superman, which they already did. Their Aquaman was really good. The Mafex Aquaman. Oh man, I don't know with DC. Maybe a Blue Beetle would be pretty dope. Blue Beetle just is such a cool design for a suit. Maybe Blue Beetle. I haven't even fully watched Blue Beetle either, which is crazy. But I've always loved Beetle, Blue Beetle suit. So that's probably what I would say. Where am I at? Oh, okay. So I got pretty far down here. Okay, Uchiha Madara said my bootleg Homecoming Spider-Man was $11 and has more articulation and accessories than McFarland and cheaper too. Good point there. And that's a bootleg. That's cheaper. Goes top. I remember watching an interview where Todd McFarlane said that he prefers statues, but market has higher demand for action figures. So he thinks of action figures as statues. Yeah, with articulated points. Yes. He tries to make them more statue-like than articulated, which, like what Sam Brock and me were saying, like he's behind on times. Like if you want to make statues, make a separate line of statues, bro, which I believe he does. But articulated figures, you gotta properly make them. And then using ratchet joints all the time, why? You don't need to. Like it's so annoying on the ankles too, because then you can't put them in certain poses. They don't stand. Like ratchet joints on ankles should not be on there unless it's like Killer Croc or a Man Bat, and they didn't give it to Man Bat. Like that, he's so his upper body's so heavy. You don't give a figure who needs the ratchet joints on his ankles ratchet joints. It's like he does things backwards, man. I think I'm gonna do like a live just talking about McFarlane toys. But that podcast episode's gonna be fun. That was Gustav's comment. Uchiha Madara, I know the Nendo droid Itachi had an alternate faceplate with him doing. Probably. Which Figure Arts does that. I don't know how to pronounce that move. Amateracu. A lot of like the Sharingan eye techniques, I don't know how to pronounce them, so I just don't even say them. Spectacular Umbreon said Daredevil Noir is pretty cool. Daredevil Noir, did they make like a comic of it or something? Or am I missing something? Amateur Figure Show said hello to you too. Ghost House said Wonder Woman figure is one successful female figure out of a dozen. While I don't like the statement, I do agree that higher demand is on males generally speaking. Yeah, McFarlane just tried to make it seem like nobody buys female figures. And it's funny, two of my figures that came in are both female figures. Damn it, I highlighted all the comments. Ah, there we go. Where am I at? Uchiha Madara. Haven't watched Hell's Paradise, but I bought Gabimaru because he looked so cool. And so my Naruto figures kind of have someone to fight. Yeah, that Gabimaru is dope. And he's super cheap on Amazon right now. I think you'll pay in total with shipping $40. EJ said JJK is probably my favorite anime dub recently. It's so good, man. Yeah. The dub of JJK is fantastic. Both sub and dub is great, but yeah, out of like recent anime, the dub of Jujutsu Kaisen is really good. Spectacular Umbreon said Karen and Foggy are back in Daredevil Born Again. That is good news. Yeah, I saw that also, and that definitely is good news because it was weird that they weren't bringing him back, but they were keeping Charlie Cox as Daredevil Matt Murdock. It's like, why not bring them back? They were great as Foggy and Karen. Hopefully we get Born Again, because I know Karen, we were talking and she was supposed to die from Bullseye, but I think they scrapped that in season 3, so we'll have to see what'll happen in Born Again. And I really hope they get their act together with freaking Born Again, man. Burgo said, I will always prefer DBZ dub over sub. Yeah, like Goku's voice, I love both in dub and sub. Same with Vegeta. But yeah, like not grew up, but when I first experienced Dragon Ball, it was the dub, which is probably most of us who live in the US. That's probably how we all discovered Dragon Ball with the dub. So we're kind of like A lot of people probably grew up on it as well. Ghost Top said Daredevil was in the Echo show. Are you gonna watch it? I heard Echo beats Kingpin by making him cry. I wish I was joking. Wow. Isn't Echo like his stepdaughter or something or some isn't she like related to him or something? Um, I did see that one fight with her and Daredevil. It looked all right. The one thing I did like is how, as Daredevil's like kicking and punching, he like throws his not like let he doesn't let go of his billy club, but he flings it at her, and the cable flings out with the other one. Like how he freaking fights, which was something the Netflix series really didn't do much, and that annoyed the hell out of me. Like he really didn't use his billy club like how he does in the comics, and I loved how they did that with that fight. I haven't watched Echo yet. I'm not like that. Like I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. Like I might check it out at some point. I heard it's been getting like mixed reviews from people watching it, but I might have to check it out because yeah, like Kingpin and Daredevil are in it. I don't know how much Daredevil is in it, but I love the way he was fighting like hand-to-hand combat while flinging his billy club with the cable shooting out the other end of the billy club at her. That was really freaking cool. Burgos said Mayfac's comic Daredevil will probably be a banger. I feel like it will too. It looks really good, and there's like just like with Nightwing and like their Spider-Man figures, because he wears such a tight suit, there's nothing restricting the articulation. So his articulation is going to be fire, just like um, Nightwing, and then he's going to have the same accessory as Nightwing with the Billy Club, and then the bendy wire, and then the other end has the Billy Club. I love when companies include that with a Daredevil, and now with a Nightwing. So yeah, that Mayfac's Daredevil is going to be sick as hell. Where am I? Burgos also said, I finally got the Hush Superman, but hate that there's no smiling face ever with him. Yeah, that Mayfac's Hush Superman is probably one of the best 6-inch scale Superman figures around. But yeah, all he just has that he has the basic stern face. Doesn't he have like an angry teeth gritted face? And then he has like the poison ivy. Is it just her vine accessory or is it molded onto a head sculpt? But yeah, they should give him a smiling one. Gustav, it always makes me laugh how Daredevil is one word, but his insignia has double D's, like if somebody was pulling a prank on him. Yeah, yeah. Kind of like how that sign says DD19 on it, and it's just Daredevil 19. What's the next? Ghost Hive. Echo is Kingpin's Sueso daughter? So what, like stepdaughter? Ghost Hive, more like a mentor. Oh, father. Okay. Uchiha Madara, I'm excited for SH Figure Arts Itachi. I am too. I hope they reveal them this weekend. I feel like they're going to reveal some stuff this weekend since we got the Nami. That Nami, since we got this Nami post, I'm wondering if we're going to get some more. Have they posted anything else? No, they haven't. Huh. How are they just going to post that Nami and nothing else? Everybody's like laughing in the comments. Then we're getting Toji comments. Every post they make, there's so many Toji comments. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen collectors do. Like they are not letting go of Tamashii Nations until they make a Toji. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I know you are picky with anime. Do you have any guilty pleasure anime? I think I watched Erased. That was pretty good, and that's not really a fighting anime. That's more of like a kind of like a crime thriller anime. That was pretty good. I've always wanted to watch Tokyo Ghoul, but I never started watching it either. Guilty pleasure anime, like I don't think so. I mean, not anime. I love like true crime documentaries and stuff like that. But I there I'm like very, very picky with anime and what I watch with anime. So I there isn't really any type of guilty pleasure anime, I don't think. Like you talking about like maybe one of the food ones or something like that, or the wrestling one. I'd never watched them. Like I never watched them because I'm like, ah, it's not a fighting one, so I don't want to check it out. Ghost Top Erased was really good. Ending was kind of dumb, but overall top tier anime. Yeah, and it was like kind of obvious who killed his friend when they were kids too, so you kind of like knew that from the jump. But they like, I think they tell you kind of early too, but it's obvious who did it. But yeah, that was a pretty like I like true crime stuff, so I think that's why it kind of caught my attention. Erased. Uchimaru said, reminds me of last year. Everyone was asking for Orochimaru, and then they revealed him in like May. Yeah, I feel like he's definitely going to be the next figure they reveal in the Jujutsu Kaisen line. They're probably going to reveal another character as well, but they're definitely hands down going to reveal a Toji. It's also like when everybody kept requesting Bardock, and they took what like 10 years to make a Bardock, and there's still characters they haven't made in the Dragon Ball line. Like if you check out the last podcast, sadly Champ couldn't make that one, but he will be in the next one. Me and Starblast go over what I do with these ones when I put like most wanted or most requested SH figure arts, whatever line it is. I go on social media and see what characters people are requesting the most. But where was I going with this? Just lost my train of thought. Um, was I just what? Where was I going with that? Hmm. So we were talking about. Oh yeah, like there's just still so many characters they still haven't made yet, and with Toji, I know he's going to be the next one they make with how they've been pumping out figures and really giving people collectors characters they really want. I know Toji will be one of the next reveals. I feel like they're going to reveal at least two new Kaisen figures, possibly three. I know for sure Toji will be one of the ones they reveal. Anime Food Wars is hilarious. Guilty pleasure. See, I knew that was the type of like guilty pleasure anime you were talking about. Well, yeah, like I never watched any other one because, like I said, I'm like very picky with what I watch when it comes to anime. But and with that Orochimaru, that figure is so goddamn good too. Hopefully they do. I feel like Shikamaru is another one that people really want. So I feel like maybe this weekend or the end of the month, we're gonna get some new reveals with Jujutsu Kaisen. Naruto will probably get the reveal of the first couple figures in the Yu Yu Hakusho line. We might get a new Dragon Ball figure or two, and possibly another Bleach character or two. I feel like they're going to reveal a nice chunk of stuff. I do want them to reveal another goddamn character from Rurouni Kenshin, though. You can't just make Kenshin. I know they're going to make at least 3 to 4 characters. That's what they do. I mean, lately it seems like they try to give lines more of a chance because that was something collectors, including myself, absolutely hate about Tamashii Nations. Like they'll make 3 figures. For example, Hell's Paradise, they made 3 figures, no new reveals yet. And it's like, bro, come on, don't like it seems like they're not giving up on lines that easily, which is good. Keep trying. Don't give up on the line yet. Let give people a chance to collect them and get into it. I mean, people don't have an infinite amount of money too. And with how many different lines they have now, they got to give people a chance to do stuff. And I like how we still have upcoming figures with One Piece and Naruto, but Naruto's cutting it close because the next one is that Kurama Link Naruto. But what the hell? Oh, never mind. We're getting the Naruto 99 stuff, but two of them are pretty much figures we already got. The only new one really is Minato. So they got to announce some new stuff with Naruto. Ghost Tyler, yeah, said Enemy Force is hilarious. Burgos said they're due to announce a new Naruto, One Piece, and DBZ figure, or am I wrong? No, you're right. I don't think they revealed any new Dragon Ball stuff since Full Power Frieza. I believe that was their latest announcement, and we also had the Gohan. I might be missing one or two figures too. And then yeah, One Piece. Like Kid, I feel like they're gonna announce when he's releasing, and or it could be the East Blue, Nami, and Luffy. They did officially announce the live action Nami, so that's something, but that's not the anime One Piece line. So they could announce. Did we get release? No, we didn't get release dates for either Kid or the East Blue, Nami, or Luffy. They could reveal another new figure or two, but I feel like we'll definitely get release dates for the East Blue figures and possibly Kid. And then with Naruto, they're definitely overdue with Naruto because Minato's the last newish figure, and he went up for pre-order like a week or two ago. So yeah, they're definitely overdue with those three big anime lines. Shigemadara betting this year for Naruto, they were over Rock Lee, Shikamaru, and Pain. Yeah, Pain, I think we'll see. Itachi, like what I was saying last live, they did unofficially announce him, but we haven't seen anything yet. So we'll probably see Itachi. Shikamaru, I feel like we will possibly see, and possibly Rock Lee as well. But I think a Might Guy might come before Rock Lee. But if they do one, they'll do the other. You know what I mean? So I feel like they're gonna. I feel like we'll get a few Akatsuki members this year. Gotti, you'll know if Echo or DD Born Again came out. Echo's out right now. Daredevil Born Again, they had some issues, so it kind of got like put on hold. So we still have a while for Daredevil Born Again, the live action TV series. Uchiha Madara, fun fact: if you search up Pain on Google Images, the Naruto character is one of the first results. Jimmy Timmy Collect says, hello there, CM Brock. Do you think we'll ever get the former? I already know who you're talking about before I finish reading it. From the one with that Raditz encountered. Yeah, from the DBZ saying suck, I would pick him up for sure. I mean, it definitely is possible. I could see it. Just as a joke character, kind of like Mr. Satan, but he has such a minor part, it's you never know. They might just make random humans at one point. That would be a funny figure for them to make. Ghost Tav says Nagato Pain or Shinra Tensei Pain. Like you're talking about when he's using the body of the red-haired Pain. I would rather that one first than Nagato Pain. Like, I would love all 6 Pains, to tell you the truth, but that would definitely be over time. Because it'd be like something like the Ginyu Force, how they released the Ginyu Force. So they would have to do each Pain. But they should definitely do the main one from them. Where am I? Gotti, thank you. I've been rewatching the old 2015 show over and over. No problem. And yeah, the old Daredevil seasons 1 through 3 are so good. I think I bought the first 2 on Blu-ray, but they never released season 3 on Blu-ray, sadly. But I'm sure someone made like copies and are selling them on eBay. Because I have bought a few of those of like Mandalorian season 1 and 2. Like it never officially got like a Blu-ray DVD, and I like buying physical copies of like series, movies, or anime that I love. Chimadara makes me want a ramen guy figure in the Naruto line. Oh, where Naruto always gets his ramen, the cook or chef, him and his daughter, right? And then they can give us like a little ramen stand with them. Ghost Tab. We are still missing a perfect future Gohan. Yes. Should be cheaper since he can't do Kamehameha pose. Are you talking about from History of Trunks? Because that's one so many people want. Yeah. So they can kind of do what they did with Piccolo, but instead of giving Piccolo that extra arm with like the Namekian blood on it, you can give Gohan the sleeve that's tied in a knot, which is what Demonical Fit, I believe, is doing. Because if the Demonical Fit future Gohan is anything like that 3.0 Goku they recently released, that's going to be such a great figure. But that future Gohan is such a highly requested, wanted figure in the line that they still haven't even thought about yet, which is crazy. Like that, the Bojack Unbound Trunks is another one that people desperately want. There's so many characters. They like Janemba. Why haven't they made a Janemba yet? And if they make Janemba, they can make 3 figures, including Janemba. Janemba, updated Gogeta, and then Pycon. Bam. 3 figures right there that people will go crazy over. We're also missing Gohan's dragon friend from the movies, said nobody. What was his dragon's name? Oh, yeah. He was in Lord Slug. And then he was in another one, Tree of Might, I believe. Icarus. Icarus. That's who we're missing. Icarus. Yeah. If they did like a kid Gohan like that from one of the movies with Icarus, I would probably buy that. Icarus is dope. CM Brock. I like how you guys are like giving all these like secondary, third, or characters with one scene in it that you want made into the line. CM Brock said, let's get all the minor characters, Bulma's mother and father. Okay, I'm done. I mean, tell you the truth, they would, especially Bulma's father, because he is really funny in it, and like he's real silly, but he is like a super smart like scientist and stuff. And her mother's just a big goof. It's like an older version, kind of like a Bulma. She's not as crazy as Bulma though. Ghost House said Icarus was in a cooler movie, I think. Yeah, I think you're right, because when Goku needed help, I think Icarus was the one that helped get Gohan out to get help. I think you are right. Because Goku was hiding out in that cave for a while. Burgos, Future Gohan makes sense for the next figure after Mecha Frieza. An android release, he fits in. That is true. So if they do another movie character, that would make sense, you know? And so many people, like I said, like desperately want that version of Gohan. I do. Champ Animation does. Star Blast does. It's such a high in demand version of Gohan people want so badly. Burgos, maybe announce Dare for King Cold. Dare? Who's Dare? Is that one of his henchmen? For King Cold. I'm kind of lost right there, Burgos. Ghost Top said, let's get figure arts of Mr. Bobo too. See if Twitter tries to cancel figure arts. Uchiha Madara, hoping Bandai does a generic Anbu Black Ops figure so we can army build. That would be dope. Like if they made an Anbu Black Ops figure and gave you all the different masks, masked head sculpts, that would be freaking awesome if they did something like that. I would buy a bunch of them for sure. Just what they wear is so cool and just fits great for like ninja, you know, a ninja. But all right, fellas, I think I'm gonna rappity up the live here. I might go live again tomorrow. Oh, date for King Cold. Did we get one? I don't know. I don't think we have. That's right. I don't think we have. He's probably going to be a P Bandai exclusive too, because I believe Mecha Frieza was like all these besides Final Form Frieza and Golden Frieza. All the other Friezas have been freaking P Bandai exclusives, which is getting annoying. But Yeah, King Cold will most likely be a P Bandai exclusive. It's like they're afraid these figures won't sell good. It's like, come on, bro. People love Dragon Ball. They're gonna buy them. But yeah, that's weird. I don't think we've gotten a release date or pre-order yet for King Cold. I think you're right, Burgos. Yeah. Huh. We probably will soon though. They'll probably put them up for pre. Yeah, because we haven't gotten the promo pics or anything like that. So, huh. That's right. They revealed that a while ago too. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the live here. I'll probably go live tomorrow. It'll be later on at night. I'm actually getting this colored in tomorrow in the afternoon, so that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun and full of a little bit of pain because I think when they color it in and do shading, they use needles that hurt more. Like when he did the small needles, like where his tattoos at. See how you can't really see it? Like the line tattoos he has, when he used that really small needle, he's like, this one's gonna hurt. And he wasn't lying, it did hurt. So yeah, I'm getting that colored in. So I'll probably go live and then I'll show you guys my Akaza tattoo fully colored in. Then I'm gonna give him the art for the wanted posters for Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, or I'm gonna do Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. So that'll be my next tattoos I'm gonna get. But um yeah, some of the needles freaking hurt, but I heard like shading needles, it's like three, it's either a thicker one or three needles, and it just hurts a lot more. And you should get a Sasuke tattoo. I do want to get a Kakashi one, so maybe I'll get Kakashi like over here or something. Because even when I got that Bardock, when she was going on my veins, it hurt. I still need to get him colored in too. So yeah, I'm trying to just get characters all over my arms or like symbols of shit I like. So, but yeah, so I'll show you guys how this turns out after. The guy did a really good job just doing the line work. That's all he did. So I'm gonna see how no, I have a DD on my chest right here, but it's really small. I mean, maybe at some point I could do like his head with like the horns and something like that. It's the brand the brand mark from Berserk, but she kind of fucked it up. It's supposed to be a little more narrow, but I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, yeah, it looks fine. And then she's like, do you want shading? And I thought she meant like on the red. I'm like, yeah. And this dumb bitch starts shading and like behind it. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, man, fuck. So what I'm gonna do is have just make like a square and just have it colored in black. And then, because I like this new tattoo artist that I'm going to, he'll probably fix it up for me. So I got one more earlier with a really sick Obitover's Kakashi tattoo. Yeah, like when she said shading, like why would I want shading there? But I wasn't looking, I was on my phone. So I thought she's like, you want some shading in it? And I'm thinking like in the red. I'm like, all right, that'll look pretty dope. And this bitch puts like a fucking black circular shade in the back of it. Like, what the hell, man? So yeah, I'm just gonna get it boxed off and then colored in black. Not all of it. I mean, just make it like it's in a box, you know. So a bottle opener. It it kind of does, yeah. But it's what's weird too is I showed her like a scarred looking one. But like I said, I was just like I wasn't like paying attention. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. But yeah, she like made it all even all around. And the picture I gave her, it was more narrow and longer, like how the curse mark looks. I mean, maybe I'll just get like a proper curse tiny one that looks like a scar and have this dude do it. Cause I really like he's even doing all that, like how thin my arm is. He it doesn't look all screwed up or anything like that. Even this girl, this is a different girl who did this. She did my Bardock tattoo, and the line work turned out really nice. But I just never went back to them because they ripped me the hell off. So I'm gonna ask this dude if he can color that in too. So Do I think people in Japan get tattoos of English words on their back like we do kanji tattoos? Probably not, because our words are just lame looking. Like Japanese and Chinese symbols look really cool, and like how words are spelt and the symbols look dope. So they probably do that. They're like, I'll do it with my own language, not get like what's a good word like peace instead of having it spelled in English. It's like, look, imagine they did that over there. I doubt they do. The thing in Japan though, a lot of people don't get tattoos because it means like you're with the yakuza, and the yakuza are we're pretty much like the only type of people in Japan that have tattoos, so it makes it look like you're affiliated with them. So people in Japan really don't get tattoos. Like China and stuff they do, and other countries in Asia, but not in Japan because if you're a yakuza now in Japan, like you're so looked down upon. You can't even like get an apartment. You can't get a phone. They really like made it so it's super hard for you to just live life in Japan if you're in the Yakuza. He did. Hey, why did I say it like that? Hey, Daredevil. Hey, Daredevil. Where can I get a good cape for SH Figure Arts, Luke or Obi Wan? Like a hooded cloak. We do have hooded cloaks for the. You talking about like the Mandalorian Luke Skywalker? We have those. If you want, message me on Instagram or Etsy, and I could show you pictures of what we got if you'd be interested in it. Because I do have a couple of the black cloaks in stock. We do have Jedi robes too. We have brown, like a pretty much like a basic brown one though, and then we have black ones. But um, like the black hooded cloaks, pretty cool for the Luke. If you want, hit me up on Instagram or Etsy. I'll show you pictures of what I'm talking about. Chimaru, my grandma is Japanese, and me and her were at a mall, and there was a guy with a kanji tattoo, and she told me that it translated into gibberish. Yeah, I feel like some tattoo shops might not even know what the words are. Like now these days, like he might have gotten it years ago before like Google was big or even just the internet. So there's there's probably just like symbols out there that might look like Japanese words or letters. I don't know. I feel like it's more words. But back then people were probably just guessing or something, or maybe they did some lines wrong. So that that could be what happened. Ghost Top said, I would get a tattoo of a one up mushroom from Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, people have gotten that before. And it wouldn't be like a super difficult tattoo to do. Like this dude, you can't really see, but he even got the kanji symbols on Akaza's eyes. Like if you look at it in person, you could see them on there. And that is some sick ass work. He got his kanji symbols of Upper Moon 3 on his eyeballs. So when he colors them in yellow, you guys will probably be able to see it tomorrow much better. If I would get a tattoo, it would be Sasuke's curse mark. Like the one on his neck. What? Man, I forgot what it looked like. My dog keeps farting, bro. Oh god, dude. Oh. Oh man. What, the Kaza? Yeah, I really like this tattoo artist. Like when we first see Akaza, he doesn't have the open mouth smile, but it looks weird. Like if you go on Google and type in Akaza and see this pose with the smile, his face looks weird. So like I didn't even like it. The dude did it himself and gave him the open mouth smile. And I'm like, thank God you did that. You kind of like read my mind. Yeah, I just forgot what his curse mark looked like. Because I know what it looks like when it starts going on his face. I just forgot what the curse mark looks like. I need to look up a picture of it. But something like that would be pretty cool. But I can't wait to see like how the eyes will look once he colors them in yellow. And you can't even see the tattoo lines on his face, but they are on there. Same with on the body. So when he colors them in that navy blue, you won't see the black lines. That's why some black lines are more prominent and others aren't, like the tattoos around his rib cage, on the chest and face. Like he did that purposely. But yeah, there's even like the way he did the hair. I love how prominent the line work is too. Like that looks so dope. But I can't wait. I can't wait because he got the eyebrows on there and everything. Like that dude did a sick job with Kaza, and thank God, because Kaza is like my favorite anime character. And thank you, Karis. Gustav said I saw a video with a guy in Japan wearing a T-shirt that had a cartoon figure. A very old man with a dialogue textbook with English words. I would love to get that shirt. Do I live in Japan, or are you asking Ghost Top? Oh no, that's a video. I don't live in Japan. I kind of wish I did though. I want to visit Japan, definitely. But Japan just seems like such like a mellow, chill, very respectable country. And in America, man, people are just so goddamn disrespectful. And even just I won't even like going to stores anymore. It's just crazy how people have become. A lot of people don't have common sense anymore. They're just like you just gotta respect people. Like you don't know that person. Like people drive like such assholes. I mean, that's probably like everywhere, but Japan is so much more of a different country compared to ours. And you live in Florida, that's even worse. I don't live there yet, but that is where I'm moving. I live in New York as of right now. I used to live in Connecticut, but I was born and raised in New York. Yeah, I would love to go to Japan. Yeah, you know what it is with Florida? I feel like everybody from around the US, all like not everybody, but people from all over move down there. So that's probably why Florida's like that. And probably why there's like always crazy crimes down there, horrible drivers. Yeah, New York is expensive, which is why I don't want to live here. New York is way too expensive of a state. After California, it's the second next most expensive state to live in. Wow, I live on Long Island. I go to Flushing for my anime fix. Yeah, I'm on Long Island too. Um, I live in NYC, Queens, Elmhurst. It's like a crime alley in Batman. Yeah, there is a lot of there is a lot of like parts just in New York City in general that look like crime alleys in Batman. Well, technically Gotham is like New York City. Gotti shit. Am I the only one not in New York? I'd love to live there. Texas here. Nah, you're lucky you're in Texas, man. New York is way too expensive to live. It's people are always in a rush. Um like it's nice to visit New York City and just walk around Manhattan. Like I love doing that shit. But living in New York, I hell no. It's so expensive, man. Astoria, is that what you're talking about? Astoria's? Could you put Historia? Is Historia? I know Astoria, New York, is like a crime alley, but a city. If only Spider Man was real. I mean, yeah, right. I mean, he is from New York, Spider Man. Yeah, yeah, Gotti. New York is just like a to me, it's just a nice place to visit certain locations. Like if you're super rich, you go to the Hamptons on Long Island, visit there. Uh, but just going to Manhattan and New York City is really nice to go to, like in the summer. Spectacular Umbrium says how Spider-Man and Daredevil live in New York. So expensive. Yeah, it's surprising that Peter Parker is able to survive in New York. I understand Daredevil because he's a lawyer, but I don't even think he makes that much money as a lawyer. Ghost Time. Metropolis is overrated. You can get everything online. Look for a cheaper place to live. All you need is nice people around you. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. There are some states where people are super nice, like Oregon. People are really nice over there, but it can get super cold there. Yeah, Peter Parker was always broke. he, he was. Yeah, even in Queens. Peter Parker can live in New York because of his wife. Oh yeah, that's right. And then he did like mostly live with Aunt May, so Aunt May was probably paying all the bills. But I'm gonna put Nabarro back in her packaging. Yeah, Matt Murdock, public lawyer. Yeah, he doesn't make like a bunch of money for being a lawyer. And then he would always take payment and like random stuff too. Or sometimes he would do it for free because he knew the people were innocent and they were getting charged for like murder or something when they didn't commit it. Because Daredevil is pretty much like a human lie detector. And you could tell when someone's lying or not by the sound of their heartbeat. Like if their heart's beating fast and speeding up, and he could tell that they're lying. But if their heart's calm when he's telling them, then he could tell that they're telling the truth. So that's why Daredevil does that. But I mean, it's Daredevil. He's a superhero. He looks for the good in people. So, but all right, guys, we're close to that 2 hour mark. I am going to rippity wrap up this live. I might, yeah, I'll probably go live again later in the evening tomorrow. Also, Spider Man probably took money from Iron Man. Yeah, that version of Spider Man, definitely. I bet Tony Stark hooked him up with money or his Aunt May. I have a theory Daredevil and Spider Man join Avengers to pay them. And it makes you wonder if, like, they would get paid. Because remember, Falcon said, like, I think it was in the series, he said he didn't get paid. It's like, whoa, they don't pay you guys? Actually. Spidey's neighborhood was like New York in the movie, first three movies. Yeah, Spidey writing Queens. But all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I'll probably be more like evening time, Eastern Standard Time. So not as late as tonight, maybe like 5-ish, 6-ish, or something like that. That's what I usually try to do. Start going live around at 5, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time mark. But thanks everybody for joining on the live, and hopefully I'll see most of you tomorrow when we go live again. But I will see you guys later. I was reading the comments.